Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 28th of November 2020. This is just my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the charts I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence method. So we'll go through all of them. Just a couple of housekeeping things. It is the Thanksgiving long weekend in the US, so happy Thanksgiving to all those that celebrate it. Let's have a look. There is a couple of specials been with the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever they call it. This is just the JAGfx Facebook group, so I'll just show you the ads on here. So first up, there's a post from Christina. There's 50% off the books. I think that goes up till Tuesday our time, so probably Monday on the US. So it's 50% off if you go through the website there, which is a good deal, I think. I've been advertising a couple of 2 free trading robots. They're still available. There's links in here somewhere. I'll try and put the links in the video description. So you get a couple of free robots. All you got to do is sign up to a forum, free forum. You can unsubscribe as soon as you get the robots if you wish. So there, if you're interested in EAs, and I think there's something else that I can't find. I'll just bring it up. I'm not sure if it's still available or not, but I think the Trading View special. Here we go. All right, Trading View. There's a deal on there. I think it's still available. It looks like it comes up on my Trading View. So you get a substantial discount if you're thinking about switching to Trading View. This is the best time of the year to do it. This link here, it's in the Facebook group. Gets you a $30 rebate, gets me a $30 bonus too. So that's my sales pitch for the Cyber Monday. All right, let's go to the Word document. Now, this Word document here is just explains all the different colors on my charts when we get onto the charts. All right, so it's a little bit confusing. There's a lot happening on my charts. I generally explain things as I go through, but like I always say, you can pause the video, take a screenshot of this, or you can pause the video and just read it. I do go through it all. Sometimes some people can't understand my Australian accent, or English is not your first language. Just slow the video down, pause it. I have plenty of notes on the charts, etc., so it's all good there. So let's get to the chart. So what do we need? Trading View. Now, this is my Trading View daily charts. This is my watch list on the right. If it's highlighted in blue, means it's open trades on those pairs. No highlight, no trade. If it's in this pinky ready colour, means I'm looking at something coming up. In this case, Monday. And if you notice, that's the Euro Pound, Pound Cad, Pound Swiss, and Pound Yen. There's a theme there. All involve the pound. So correlation, people, be careful. So when we go through it, you'll see it. If you took all these trades, you're basically betting on the pound doing something. So let's have a look at the charts. S1, S2, sequence 1, sequence 2. It's a little bit messy, I know. If you read that Word document, this is where this all gets explained, all the different colors. But basically S1 is sequence 1, where it is marked on charts, where it starts. So back a while ago on the daily charts, I was doing a lot of hedging. I don't do so much hedging these days. The only time I hedge now on the daily charts is when I've got hidden divergence, or I think it's a setup that's worth hedging. But generally, all my new trades now with the traditional method of just placing an entry and a stop, then taking the trade from there. So in this case, this is an old sequence 1, getting close to the overall break-even levels, which are these yellow lines. There's 2 yellow lines. One's for the sequence 1 overall break-even, and there's another one for overall break-even for all trades. So sequence 2 is a buy. Entered here, the blue lines signify the buy. There's a stop in place, a little bit hard to see just below these lows here. So that's locking in profit on sequence 2. This is a pair that I will be ditching once it's profit to date, it's only $80, and it's just hard work. It's not worth the effort. This blue line's a big resistance level. As you can see, that's where my break-even levels are, and it looks like it's rolling over. Red line here, you can just see, is signifying possible regular bearish divergence, higher highs on price compared to lower lows in the oscillator. See the oscillator, the MACD platinum's rolling over to the downside. price is going up, there's divergence there. So red lines, bearish divergence, green lines, bullish divergence, blue lines, just trend lines I'm interested in, or support, resistance levels, etc. So reds for sells, blues are for buys. The vertical and horizontal lines you see in the charts, anytime you see a grey vertical line like this, it's normally an interest, something of interest. In this case, it's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. But there's not yet a red dot on the QMP filter. So there's no sell signal yet, but it's a warning that we're getting close to one. Remember, with the MACD platinum, when it's above the 0 level, which is this level here, the grey dotted line, when it's above that, I'm looking to sell. When it's below it, I'm looking to buy. That's the Aussie Swiss. We're getting close to the overall break-even, but just not getting there. Keep in mind, all these trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. Everyone's got access to that. There's a link to that in the description of the video. So if you want to have a look at my spreadsheets, you're more than welcome to. Also, all these trades are called live at the time, both at entry and any trade management in my Facebook group and the Telegram channel. So on the daily charts, very transparent. There's been over, I think there's 1,200 or 1,100 trades on the daily charts called. All these screenshots I take of entries, I share in a shared folder also, all accessible. So that's the Aussie Swiss, looking good. If it just popped up through these yellow lines, that'd be good. I'd just close this and remove this from my watch list. Aussie yen, nothing happening at the moment, no trades on. You can see this resistance level, support level, combination of things. If I, 1, 2, 3, you see there, look, price bang, 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 up, then sort of bounced off, broke through it, back into it. So it's just a major level, that's why it's drawn on my charts. Not huge, but it's significant. But no trades at the no trades at the moment on the Aussie yen with the MACD platinum above the 0 level. I'll be looking to sell, but if I got a sell signal there, I'd probably take it just based on this level, and it's a little double top there also, but be tough going. Aussie New Zealand in a sell here, going down. I've moved my stop down. You can pause the video, read my notes. And there's a grey line there because we've got another green dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level. We've got potential regular bullish divergence setting up. So the initial trade was taken on hidden divergence. You can read the notes there, hidden bearish divergence. So there was no stop. Now there is a stop. I've locked in some profit. Pair I don't mind trading, the Aussie New Zealand. Some nice little moves on it. Aussie USD, this is one, I'm in an old sequence similar to the Aussie Swiss from back here. You'll also notice that on the New Zealand USD, very similar. So there's a lot of trades happening here. I've made some profit, 747. So doing all right. Overall break evens at 79, which is all the way up here. I'm not seeing that getting there. We're at this sort of significant, I could probably move this blue line across here. You can see we're at a previous high here. We've got possible regular bullish, bearish divergence forming. You can see the MACD's going down, prices going up. So what the plan would be next is, if my video goes, hang on a sec, we've got, all right. Right, the next plan would be, if I got a sell signal up here, for example, my last trade was this buy in here. So that's it, this level here. What I could do is look at closing that buy, taking a profit on that, or I could even look at this buy over here, because that's the highest buy, and get myself back to the downside, which will bring up my overall break even, add to my profit. So you just get a little bit creative with your trade management. There's a lot of trades on here. This is something that was from the old hedging sequences, and I've got to work my way out of it. It's not a pair I'd get stressed about, so it generally moves pretty good for me. So that's the Aussie USD. Now, Cad Swiss is one pair I did stuff up. You've all heard the story if you watched any of my videos. I've got 5 trades back, 5 buy trades back here. I dropped the ball, they got away from me. Now, then Corona hit, and those 5 buy trades were still open. So that's sequence 1. There's no horizontal lines there because I just didn't want to clutter up the chart. But there's 5 buy trades from a long time ago that are still there. The good thing is they are positive swap. So I'm not losing any money on the swap, I'm just losing money on the trades. In the meantime, I've been trying to work my way out with this sequence 2. And it's just gone sideways the whole time. I can't seem to break anything. All these little trades in here, I just can't. Not really adding to my profit at all. But it's just a matter of keep on the grind. This thing just goes up and it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. So I'm just going to keep on. I'm trying to get out of this sequence 2. At the moment I am, that's it up here, the overall break even for that, which is miles away. Now it's heading down again. It's hit this sort of resistance level. It looks like it's heading down again. The MACD platinum's above the 0 level. There's a grey line there. It's just a pain to trade at the moment. But we'll keep on going because I've got those 5 trades I've got to get rid of. Cad yen, in a sell trade here, stop and place all the way up there. There's this nice triple top. If you see green dash lines like this, normally means a big number or something significant. In this case, it's the 80-cent level. So that's why that green line's there. So my sell was here, went down, didn't quite, the MACD platinum didn't get quite to the 0 level, popped up above my entry. Now it's popped back down towards my, went past my entry, now it's popped back down to this 80-cent level, which is above my entry there. Regular, you can see the divergence there, take the trade, also this triple top. So it's a combination of things, stopped all right at the moment. Euro, Aussie, another pair gives me a little bit of grief. Sequence 1, similar to Aussie and New Zealand, etc. I've got an old sequence starting back here. There's a few horizontal lines missing. I just didn't want to clutter up the chart too much. I think the first one starts here, so there's all these other trades in here. It would just be lines, sort of, I think the highest one's up here somewhere. The solid yellow line is my overall break-even. I just put a solid line in. I've got multiple break-even levels. So sequence 2 is this. So sequence 1 I've got to try and work my way out of. Good thing is plenty of profit, which is good, 1,678. So pair I don't mind trading, but in the moment it's been sideways for a while. So sequence 2 is this sell here. You can read the notes. A little bit hard to see, but it's sequence 2 there. And it's got a stop and place down in here somewhere. So the stop's there. So locking a little bit of profit there, already closed half. Sequence 3 is this buy based on this nice solid base here. And there's a stop and place there, and it's came close to the stop, but now it's gone sideways, it's fallen away. The buy signal remains valid. What I may look at is if it clearly breaks this, it's a bit hard to see here. If it clearly breaks this trend line, and I get a close above this trend line, I could look at adding to this sequence 3. It'd be a high risk trade, but I could add to it and help push up the push it up a bit. That's an option at the moment. Nothing doing, so we're just sitting tight at the moment. So that's the Euro Aussie, Euro Cad. Nothing happening. Basically, at the moment it's a tough pair of trades. Nothing happening on it. It's a sideways. Made some good profit, but nothing to get excited about. MACD platinum's above the 0 level, but it's not sort of sell territory. Yeah, what's heading up now? Euro pound, one of the ones I've got marked for Monday. You can see my notes, sometimes Monday buy, exactly what I'm going to do. So in this case, if we just move the grey line out of the way so you can see the chart properly. I'm in sequence 1, took a second trade on a trend line break, didn't work out, had to hedge it. Now we've got this support down here, and on Monday we're going to, with TradingView, it shows you what's happening from the Friday to the Monday. So now we've got a green QMP dot, which will be happening on Monday, which means I'm going to be buying on Monday. So sequence 1 buy 0.16, trade 3. So it'll currently hedged, it'll break the hedge, it'll give me a break even up here somewhere. That's where I'm targeting. This green dash line's a 90-cent level. So if the market just opens pretty close to where it closed on Friday, then I'll just take the buy. Simple as that. That's just a bit of preparation. That's a good thing about TradingView. You won't see this green dot on the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, MT4, MT5, but on TradingView it shows it because the candle's closed, so it's been confirmed. So that's the Euro pound. It's all right. It's a pair I don't mind trading. So Euro yen. This is one I closed last week. I had a sell here, that grey line. I left it on there just to show you where the sell is. And I took a loss. See, the MACD platinum was above the 0 level. There's a nice little double top. And when I got this buy signal, I think my stop was up here somewhere. When I got the buy signal, which is not a valid buy because the MACD platinum was above the 0 level, I just closed the trade out. In hindsight, that was a good thing. So there's my first sell loss, $23. Pair I don't mind trading. I like trading the euro yen. Now, all I'm waiting now is a possible second attempt at a sell. Euro New Zealand in a sell trade all the way back here. It's going nicely down. It was my second attempt. The reason that grey line's there is my first one, which I lost $60 on. Second one I've already dug in, locked in a little bit of profit, got some of that loss back, and I'm locked in more profit there. This thing's just going down. I'm drawing my lines. I always draw my lines in preparation until they change. Like say this thing rolled down, it's no longer divergence, I just delete the lines. But in the meantime, I draw the lines in. Gives me an idea what's coming up. Just a bit of preparation, that's all. So grey line here, we got a green dot below the 0 level, which means I'm looking for buys. So this thing is still in sell mode. If we do get a green QMP dot, then I'll look at tightening up my stop on the sell. Then I'll consider taking a buy. So that's a Euro New Zealand. Euro USD, not much happening. I was in a buy here. I probably got out a little bit premature. It's going up. Looks like it might break this high, previous high. But nothing at the moment. Pair I don't mind trading. Done all right. Just a lot of sideways action here, but yeah, I probably missed a bit there. Pound Aussie. Now, you can see a sell signal here. As tempting as it is, I'm not going to take it because the MACD platinum's below the 0 level. So I could probably delete this. That's no longer valid. So you could make an argument that we take it to sell, but I'm not going to because I've got plenty of other Aussie pairs, pound pairs, which you'll see in a minute. So yeah, it's with the trend. It's probably not a bad setup there, but there's plenty of other things to look at. Now, pound CAD. This is the pair that's giving me a bit of grief. Again, I mentioned on a lot of videos that the CAD pairs, Canadian pairs, do give me grief, so I don't particularly like them. I might consider dropping this. I've got enough pound pairs on. I'm not making much money on it. $62, a bit like the Aussie Swiss. It's hard going. So in the meantime, sequence one, that's the only sequence I'm in. It's a bit of a dog's breakfast. It's just going up and down, up and down. I was hedged by this sell trade here, this fourth hedge sell, which was that one in there. Got this buy signal in here. I didn't take it, there was no need to because the MACD platinum's above the 0 level, so and I was already hedged, so no use taking that. So I've been waiting on this sell signal. On Monday it's coming. MACD platinum's above the 0 level, broken this trend line. I'm taking that sell. So it's my fifth sell, 0.26. It's look, you could possibly consider as a standalone trade. It sort of meets the criteria. Yeah, look, it's not a pair. It's just a chart I don't like. It's, you know, you could make an argument there's a resistance level between these highs here. Nah, it's up to you. There's plenty of other pound pairs though. So pound CAD. Once I clear this sequence, it'll be another one that's probably removed from my daily watch list. Now we'll move on to another one, pound Swiss. Again, come Monday, here's a sell signal. I'm going to take it. Already nominated my stop up here. Basing on this big resistance level. So prices come up here a few times, you can see it. Bang, 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 dropping down. MAs are all pretty tight. MACD's already rolling over. Put the stop above the level there. Just see how it goes. I don't mind trading this pair, pound Swiss. So that's Monday, that'll be a sell. Pound yen, another one, Monday. Have a look at this. Now this is one that I took the sell in here. The initial sell was here, lost $44 on it. I closed it out when we had this buy signal here. There was a stop, it's probably up near where this one was. There was a stop, I didn't let it get that high, took the loss. In hindsight, unlike the euro yen, now I probably could have stayed in this trade, but you don't know. This thing could have gone to the moon through my stop. So you play it safe. Now, there's another opportunity to get in. The MAs are starting to spread to the upside, but I like this little double top here. MACD Platinum's above the zero level. The initial trade was based on regular divergence. I'm pretty sure it's regular, yeah. So regular bearish divergence. Now we've got this little sort of double top here. It's a high risk trade, but it's one I'm prepared to take. So on Monday, I'm taking a sell there. You can see my notes there. Monday, sell with a stop in place. So I've already marked a stop. So it gives you an idea what I'm looking at on Monday. Try and recover some of this loss. It may get stopped out, then I'll have another go at it. Pound New Zealand. Now this is one pair in a lot of trades, all the way from back here. There's lots of yellow lines on the charts. The solid one's the overall break even, which you can see I'm well and truly through. However, there's a lot of swap. Because I've got so many trades on, I've got 3 sequences. You can see there's a lot of trades on. This thing has not been kind to me with regards to overnight interest rate or the swap rate. But having said that, I've been picking off profits on this pair, and I'm up to just over $7,000 in profits. Friday was very kind to me. It's blasted right through the overall break even, and also the sequence 3 break even level, heading down to the sequence 2 break even level. I don't know where the sequence 1 is. I don't think I drew it on there. 185. Yeah, it's down, way down here. But what I'm trying to do is look, if I closed all these trades now, I'll probably take a loss of probably about $2,500 overall. That's how much the overnight interest is. But I would just deduct that $2,500 from that $7,000, and I'm still very overall profitable on this trade, on this pair. But what I'm trying to get now is we see a red dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level, which means this thing looks like it's going to roll over again. And if all these pound pairs go to plan, then this thing will push down lower. And what will eventually happen is I'll get a buy signal eventually, and I just look at closing these last sells on each sequence and cashing in on the big profit on those, which adds to that. Then I'll take buys to pivot all these sequences, take buys, and I'll bring my overall break even. Just keep on taking profits. It's a pair I like trading. It moves nicely, so I'm not panicking or getting, even if this thing reversed and went up, it wouldn't worry me. Because this sell trade, the last sell trade on this sequence, all 3 sequences is up here. So it's going to have to take a big move before I lose money on that. In the meantime, if it keeps on pushing down, great. So that's the pound New Zealand. Looks like a lot, but it's good. Trust me, I'll show you the problem, child. It's coming up. Right, pound USD. This is a bit messy in the one sequence. Like I say, you can always read my notes. The thing here, I made a note here. The whole sequence is being the MACD Platinum stayed above the zero level. This is a very unusual sort of pattern. This sort of straight line. You don't see that often on the MACD Platinum. And it's pretty well straight at the moment. So the last trade was the buy, so we're hedged at the moment. I took it there. I had to protect my position. And now I've drawn this trend line across here, and it looks like the trend line is going to be broken to the downside. Now, we still need a sell signal. So I'm waiting on a sell signal. You could make an argument that this blue line up here, I don't know how far across it goes. Let's have a look where it is. You know, you could say, maybe you could make an argument, you know, like this. These aren't exact levels, they're zones. So the support or resistance is a zone. Now look at that, that's up there, there, now there. So you could make an argument for that, and that will fit the trade setup. So if I get a sell there, sell signal, then I will look to take a fourth sell at 0.16, and we'll just try and get out of this. But look at the profit on this pair, $9,000. So it's been kind to me, the pound USD. I like trading it. If there's only one pair left on the planet to trade, this would probably be it. Pound USD or the pound yen. Right, moving right along, New Zealand Cad in a buy back here somewhere. Have taking a sell here. I lost a little bit of money on it, which is first sell loss was at 26. I did lose a bit of money in my first buy trade too, but that's well and truly covered now. So I'm in a buy, stop and place there. This thing's going up, MACD's going down. I'm starting to draw the lines in for possible divergence. Grey line there's a warning line. It's getting a long way above the zero level. Price is getting a long way from the moving averages, so there's got to be a bit of give eventually on this pair. So we'll get rid of that. No, probably no longer valid. Yeah, so we're looking for some move to the downside eventually. So pair it up, mind trading. So it's all right. New Zealand yen, similar to a lot of the Kiwi pairs. Kiwi going up, MACD still heading down. Possible regular divergence forming, regular bearish divergence. Again, price is getting a long way from the MAs. The MAs starting to turn up. This level's the 70 cent level. Was stuck in a bit of a range, but certainly broke through that. New Zealand USD, very similar to the Aussie USD and the Euro AUD, this sequence which I started way back here. The good thing about the Kiwi is they've got a second sequence in here which is hedged. So that sequence is hedged, so it's a sell which is here, hedge buy. It's based on, the reason I hedged it is based on hidden bearish divergence. Get that right? Yeah. So that was, you can read my notes in there. Now, in the meantime, MACD's going down, price is going up. This is actually an overall break even for all the trades. We're getting very close to that. So it's a pair I don't mind trading, the New Zealand USD. I don't think we'll get to that overall break even, and I prefer if it didn't, because what I want to see now is for this to give me a sell signal, which will give me a second sell on sequence 2. Then I can also close the latest buy on this 10th buy, add to my profit, and take another sell on that sequence. So we'll just give the USD Swiss franc a miss. I'll go to the USD Japanese yen. No trades at the moment. This thing's just ugly at the moment. Ugly. Tough to trade. I think I did take that sell there. Went nowhere. I closed out. I don't mind trading this pair. I'm just having a bit of trouble with it lately. I keep on tightening up my stops too tight, to get out too early. This is just all around the zero level at the moment. Very ugly. Nothing really clear there on the. Now to my, other than the Cad Swiss with those 5 trades from a long time ago I left, this is my problem pair. USD Swiss franc. You hear me whinging about it every week. Right, let's have a look. You can see all my sequences. They start back. Oh, there. So just sort of before the big move. Now, it's not the end of the world. Let's have a look at the profit. Profit today, nearly 6,000, just under 6,000. But I've got lots of trades on, lots of trades. Got this big gap, no man's land, where there's no trades. I've got this big sort of support level, the green box here, where prices come down, keeps on bouncing off, keeps on coming back to it, bouncing off, back in it again. So I'm just trying to work as many trades as I can out of sequence 1, 2, and 3. At the moment, sequence 1's hedged, sequence 2's hedged, sequence 3 I've managed to pivot, and I've got to go in the opposite direction, which is good, because it's not good having the 3 big sequences all going the same way. So I don't expect to get down to the break even for sequence 3. That would be highly unusual. Be good, but it's not going to happen. So what would happen is, come at the moment, my last sell's in here. So that's my last sell, which is good. We're getting some distance. That was sequence 4 also, which I've closed half and got a stop in place for sequence 4. So it's just a matter, I've got to work these trades, get a bit creative. So if this thing keeps on coming down and gives me a new buy signal, then I just close all these last sells. I go into buy mode with these 2 sequences, and I go into hedge mode with sequence 3. Add to my profit. Keep on going until eventually I get enough profit that I can close all the trades and be done with. It's a pair I don't like trading. I never have. USD Swiss franc. If I ever clear this pair, which I can't see happening for a while, I will remove it from my watch list. So that's it, guys, for the daily charts. It's dragging on a little bit, this video, so I'll bring up that Word document again in case you're wondering what all the different coloured lines were, etc. So that's them there. Remember, like I said, I record all these trades on a shared spreadsheet, results spreadsheet. There's a link to that in the video description, so you're more than welcome to check that out. Remember the old Black Friday / Cyber Monday specials? That's on my books, 50% off through the website. I'll try and remember to put links in the description of the video for them, through the website, and also the Trading View. I'm not sure if it's still available or not. And what was the other one? Oh, the 2 free EAs through Expert Forex. So enjoy your weekend. If you do like the videos, please hit the like button or the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And stay safe wherever you are. It's filthy weather out here. I might go watch a game of rugby. I think the All Blacks are playing Argentina. So that'll be interesting because the All Blacks are on a bit of a roll. 2 losses in a row, which is highly unusual for them. Stay safe, enjoy the weekend, and thanks for being a member of the JAGfx family. Cheers, guys.